We're here today to present the Bronze Quill Award-winning Best in Show 2009 Hallmark Holiday PR campaign. We're sharing our case study, which kind of sets the stage because while it's February right now and it's 2011 and people might think Christmas is a long time off, we start planning months in advance, and this campaign that we're presenting was probably a 6 to 8 month process to get it into market, and so we are going to walk through kind of what that entailed and the successes we had.
And what did the campaign entail?
It was an integrated campaign that it's PR led, but we worked a lot with our marketing partners and the other agency partners that Hallmark works with, and it's multifaceted. We're going to talk about some of our broadcast integrations, some of our traditional media outreach, a little bit of celebrity. So we did some celebrity outreach and had a spokesperson who kind of helped us get some entertainment media on a national scale, and then also social media outreach and how we leveraged online influencers to help spread the message. So those are kind of the 4 key buckets that we're going to talk about today.
Got it. And Deirdre, what exactly was the campaign? What was the product?
There were several products that we were talking about in 2009. The main product that we were launching was Hallmark recordable storybooks. That was the first time they were in market, so that was the priority product, but we usually have several that we're talking about. In addition to the recordable storybooks, we also talked about keepsake ornaments and then greeting cards.
And Angie, what do you think the most successful marketing channel was that you used to promote this?
Oh gosh, most successful. It's hard to say what the most successful was because it was so integrated, and we're really proud of all of the efforts that went into the campaign, and I think that's one of the reasons why it did do so well and won Best in Show, because everything worked together. I mean, obviously Hallmark leadership was really excited about the Dr. Phil integration that we had. They did a great piece on Dr. Phil about the recordable storybook. It was a really great fit with Dr. Phil and his wife Robin because they were about to become first-time grandparents, and so they fell in love with the book, and so you could tell through the piece how genuine they were about the book and what it could do for families and what it was going to do for their family. But also, we launched a really successful celebrity campaign and program last year that we did again this year in the 2010 campaign. We'll talk a little bit about that today too, because it was kind of key learnings from last year and how we implemented some new things this year. So it's really hard to say one over the other because it was so integrated.
And who were some of the celebrities that you used, and how did you use them?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, last year we used Allison Sweeney. She's the host of The Biggest Loser, and she's been on Days of Our Lives for a long, long time. She was our host last year, and she hosted a holiday open house at her home. And we brought in Hallmark products where celebrities signed the products, and then together with Allison, we put those up for auction online to benefit Feeding America, which is her charity of choice. So a lot of her celebrity friends came, including Denise Richards and Lisa Rinna and Nancy O'Dell. And then this year we used Brooke Burke for a variety of other reasons and had a very successful event as well.
And I think I would just like to point out that we were very strategic on picking both of those because they're both moms with kids, which is Hallmark's primary audience, and we knew that the consumer we were trying to reach would relate very well to those women.
So, Deirdre, were you trying to target mainly moms or grandparents that would record their voices on the books, or all of the above?
All of the above. The primary audience for the recordable storybooks is moms with kids, and then grandparents, of course, because the across the miles benefit of those books can't be overstated, and that's what consumers have told us. But moms with kids is what I would say our Hallmark in general's primary audience. With those books, we definitely wanted to reach out to grandparents.
And how did you use social media for the campaign, Angie?
Well, we did targeted blogger outreach, so we always work with mom bloggers. We have a group of bloggers that that have an affinity for Hallmark and that love Hallmark products, so we usually go out to them, but we also look for other niche type bloggers, and this time we looked at literary bloggers or literacy bloggers and grandparents and other niche bloggers that we thought that the books could target. But also with keepsake ornaments, we're talking about like some of the keepsake ornaments are Star Wars themed or Harley Davidson, and so we will go and do research on people in the online space that talk specifically about those, maybe the fan clubs or just the enthusiasts that are out there, and we reach out to them about a particular product. So,
Cool. And do you use mainly blogs on the social media level, or do you use Facebook, Twitter, Deirdre?
We use blogs, online communities, Facebook and Twitter. The auction that we did, the auction where we auctioned off items signed by the celebrities was online. So we used a lot of our online components like Facebook, like Twitter to drive people to that auction site. So we use social media in that way as well.
Very cool. And traditional PR, just press releases, outreach to the media, how successful was that compared to your non-traditional social media?
We still use traditional media. I think I can't overstate that it's a combination of both traditional and socials is important in all the campaigns we did, particularly in that 2009 holiday campaign. We did traditional media, meaning we did desk side visits. I went and visited with magazines as early as May of 2009 to start talking about our holiday product. We did a media kit. It was a digital media kit, but we did do a media kit that we sent out on a USB drive to media, and we did a lot of traditional pitching. We ended up with placements in Redbook, with Every Day with Rachel Ray. We had some great newspaper hits. So traditional media is just as important and still viable to us.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, and especially during the holiday seasons, because traditional media, even though they've made cutbacks in staff and what have you, they always still have holiday guides, gift guides, and so that's one of the key areas that we always play with holiday, particularly, is reaching out and making sure that we have a voice in those holiday gift guides, and that something from Hallmark's current offering is going to be featured in those.
Got it. And I would imagine, like you mentioned before, that this is a year-round campaign because you have to get to the long lead magazines, and there's just always something to be doing. So you've started for Christmas next year or holidays next year?
We have already, yes. Last week I was in a 2011 holiday planning meeting. So yes, it has already started.
Can you give us any tips about what will be new this year? Don't want to put you on the spot if it's secretive.
No, it's not.
What about what just launched today?
Well, yeah, one of the things we'll be talking about at Christmas is postage paid greetings. So we have worked with the post office that they're pre-stamped. So the envelopes are pre-stamped. I shouldn't say pre-stamped. There's a barcode on the envelopes that indicates postage has already been paid so that you can go walk into the store, so you do a sign, seal, and send. And so Christmas this year, we're really going to be talking about ways you can make things easier. We're all about ease and convenience. So if we can make one less stop on the way, if we can make things easier for you to send your Christmas cards, that's what we're trying to do.
And are you still, for 2011, the voice recorded books?
Yes, but they will be version 2.0, so they'll be bigger and better.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Deirdre Mize from Hallmark and Angie Reed from Flushman Hillard. Thank you, ladies.